which Star Trek movies and shows you need to watch before Section 31. Star Trek. Section 31 is finally coming, and longtime fans know this shadowy organization has been lurking in the background of the franchise for decades. Unlike Starfleet's hopeful ideals, Section 31 operates in the gray zone, an unregulated intelligence agency that does the dirty work the Federation pretends not to know about. But because Section 31 has been sprinkled across different series and films rather than front and center, preparing for the new show means revisiting some key corners of Trek history. If you want the best context before watching Section 31, here are the movies and shows you should catch up on first. 1. Star Trek. Deep Space Nine 1993 to 1999. If there's a single series that defines Section 31, it's Deep Space Nine. The organization makes its first appearance here, and DS9 lays the groundwork for its philosophy, survival above principles. Introduced through Dr. Julian Bashir, Section 31 recruits him for missions he wants no part of, forcing him, and viewers, to question how far the Federation will go when its values are tested. Episodes like Inquisition and the later Dominion War arc show Section 31 orchestrating morally questionable strategies, such as infecting the Founders with a genocidal virus. DS9 frames Section 31 not as a fringe idea, but as a powerful, frightening reality, the Federation's hidden hand. Watching these episodes is essential because they show Section 31 at its most dangerous, calm, calculating, and convinced it's protecting the greater good. 2. Star Trek. Enterprise 2001 to 2005. Set before the Federation even exists, Enterprise offers a surprising look at Section 31's origins. Here, we see the group's influence on Earth's early Starfleet officers, particularly Malcolm Reed. Unlike DS9, where Section 31 was a sinister surprise, Enterprise depicts it as a fledgling organization quietly nudging humanity's path toward interstellar politics. This prequel perspective shows that Section 31's methods have been baked into Starfleet's DNA from the beginning. For fans gearing up for Section 31's standalone series, Enterprise gives critical context. The group is not an anomaly, but a thread woven into Federation history from its earliest days. 3. Star Trek. Discovery 2017 present. The new Section 31 show is spinning out of Discovery, so this one is non-negotiable. In Discovery, Michelle Yeoh's Philippa Georgiou, specifically the Ruthless Mirror Universe version, finds herself pulled into Section 31's orbit. Unlike DS9 or Enterprise, which treats Section 31 as mysterious and secretive, Discovery brings the group into the spotlight as a full-on intelligence branch with ships, tech, and a clear role in galactic affairs. The dynamic between Georgiou's cutthroat pragmatism and Section 31's ends justify the means philosophy makes her the perfect character to carry the torch into her own series. Watching Discovery Season 2 in particular is vital, because it establishes Georgiou's uneasy alliance with Section 31 and how she might reshape it in her own image. 4. Star Trek. Into Darkness 2013. Yes, the Kelvin timeline counts here. In J.J. Abrams' Into Darkness, Section 31 plays a major role, though it's less shadowy spy network and more militarized Black Ops division. Admiral Marcus uses it to justify building warships and weaponizing Khan Noonien Singh, dragging Kirk and his crew into a conspiracy that nearly fractures Starfleet. While controversial among fans, this portrayal of Section 31 highlights an important aspect: how easily fear can warp the Federation's ideals. It also demonstrates the group's ability to manipulate even the highest levels of Starfleet command, a theme that ties back neatly into DS9 and Discovery. Even if you don't love the Kelvin aesthetic, Into Darkness is worth revisiting for its alternate take on Section 31's power and reach. 5. Star Trek. Short Treks. Calypso 2018. This one's a curveball. Calypso doesn't feature Section 31 directly, but it's a cryptic short film that hints at the kind of storytelling the franchise can do outside traditional formats. Given Section 31's secretive and morally ambiguous nature, Calypso feels thematically connected. It's less about lore and more about tone, loneliness, secrecy, survival. Watching it helps you get into the headspace of what a darker, more morally complex Trek story can feel like. 6. Optional but enriching. Star Trek. The original series and films. Section 31 isn't explicitly mentioned in the original series or the classic movies, but revisiting them helps highlight what's at stake. Kirk, Spock, and McCoy embody the optimistic, transparent Federation the public believes in. When you contrast this hopeful vision with Section 31's shadowy dealings in later series, the tension becomes sharper. Think of TOS and its films as the Federation's official face. Watching them before diving into Section 31 lets you feel the gap between what the Federation says it is and what Section 31 insists it must secretly be. Why these shows and films matter. Section 31 has always been about contrast. Idealism versus pragmatism, principles versus survival. DS9 shows its